Yo, we live. Hey, welcome back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and Fanduel. And before we get to that, y'all know what it is. We got the lineup review. Got my best lineup pulled up for y'all with the updated starting five yesterday. So let's get into the breakdown. And while I'm doing the breakdown, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, man. If you like what you're hearing, if you tune in, you think we provide good information, man, hit the like button. Hey, drop your name and where you're from in the comment section, man. I'm happy everybody for here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get right to it, all right? My best lineup yesterday. So yesterday, man, was an okay slate, okay six gamer, man. I tweeted out yesterday that I thought yesterday was a nice balanced build day, man, as it was very few pay up options, and we was correcting our assumption yesterday that it had been a nice balanced build slate as the few pay up options we did have yesterday didn't give any like monster performances to anything to prepare you to the top, man. Most of the pay up options had pretty much down games. Instead, you had like middle of the road salary guys giving you monster performances. Lou Dort being the highest scorer on the slate. You had guys like Mike Conley, Kimball Walker being some of your top scorers. So we was correct in our assumption of it being a balanced bill. It was just a few lesser known middle of the road salary guys that you needed last night, man, who gave big performances. But if you caught the updated starting five yesterday, you'll see I went with Brandon Goodwin, Paul George, Jalen Brown, Jalen Mcdaniels, and Ivaka Zubac. Alright? So, like I said, we wanted to go a nice balanced build yesterday. We was let's start at the top with Brandon Goodwin, man. Once Trey Young was ruled out, we knew Brandon Goodwin was gonna be the start, and we got the news that Brandon Goodwin was gonna be the starter. We knew he was gonna be chalk, man. We knew guys were gonna be on him, but at that price tag and the minutes he should see, we wasn't worried about the ownership right here, especially at 3,500, man. It was one of the best value play on the slate yesterday. Gave you 32 DK points, man. Very solid at this price tag. Got him at 69% ownership, man. Super chalk, but I felt like we had to have him, so I wanted to lock him in. Paul George came in next for us in the starting five as shooting guard. Knew another play we knew was going to be chalky, man. Everybody was on him. We got him at 78% right here. Very high, but with no Kawhi Leonard, we knew he was going to be the man. He gave us one of the highest score performances yesterday. Gave us 60 DK points, man. He was very solid, man. You had to be on him yesterday, even though he was 78%, man. But the winning lineups had most of the every cash lineup was gonna have. Man, I think he was the second highest scorer on the slate. So you just wanted to get to Paul George, man. It was just a no-brainer. No need to overthink it yesterday, man. You should have had you some Paul George, all right? Coming at small forward in the starting five. We went Jalen Brown. Wanted to try to get a little lower ownership here, get a little different here. We knew our first two plays were very, very chalky, so we wanted to try to get a little different. I love the game environment here going against the Portland Trail Blazers. Thought we had a very nice price on him. He was just okay at 35 DK points. We definitely needed more from him yesterday, man. We could have, at some of the pay down options at the small forward position, outscored him. Got him at 25%, very solid, but he just didn't give us the performance we needed in this game. It was a close game here too, so he got full run. He just didn't give us the production we need as Tatum put up the big one over there. Coming in at power forward, another guy I knew that was going to be kind of chalky was Jalen Mcdaniels, man. 4,300. The price was just too good on him, especially with no PJ Washington. I knew his minutes had been locked in. He's a very solid fantasy producer. The public was on him right here at 58% ownership. Well, this is the $12 single entry too. My best lineup right here with 291. So. Single entries are like a hybrid, man, between a cash game and a GPP. You can see ownership gets super high, just like you would in a double up or something, as you can see with the 78% Paul George here. But you also got to have some low on plays in there to really get you to the top of the leaderboard. And that's how a lot of times single entries go. We view single entries as a hybrid, between the cash and GPP games. But finishing up the lineup, man. Sorry about that little interjection there, but And whenever it come across a drop of a little jewel, and now we gotta do that, all right. But yeah, so Jalen Mcdaniels, 58% ownership, another solid performer right here. 31 DK points, man. Very solid out of him. We love it for that price right there. And then rounding out the starting five, I wanted to go Ibaka Zubac, man. We knew it was a little chalky in some other spots in Goodwin, George, and McDaniels, so we wanted to get different here. And I thought Zubac was a very interesting play at 5,200 going against Indiana defense without Miles Turner. You know, Sabonis is not a very good defender. I thought Zubac could get in there and take advantage of him, as he does have a nice little offensive game down low. So I thought he could give us a nice performance here. He only saw 26 minutes. I was hoping he'll push closer to 30, but at 26 minutes, man, 25 DK points, right at 5x for his salary. Solid enough, but definitely needed more from him here to really cash in this spot, all right? And then finishing up the lineup, man, I wanted to go Bogdanovich from the Atlanta Hawks. Another play that I was interested in with no Trae Young. We knew him and Goodwin was going to have all the ball handling and playmaking opportunities, mostly for the Atlanta Hawks. So I wanted to get the Bogdanovich right here at 6,800. He was another guy that was kind of chalky, 52% ownership, but he gave us a nice fantasy performance right here at 40 DK points, man. Pushing 7x on this price tag right here. It was very solid. Like I said, another guy was chalky, but we was okay with it. Coming down at the point at my other guard spot, another spot I wanted to try to get a little different is, man, as you can kind of see, you yesterday, especially on the 6th game, you wanted to try to have the right balance of some chalk and some lower on plays, and that's what we was going for right here. Just didn't work out how we planned, but we got Brogdon right at 18% ownership. Another solid performance out of him, man. Gave us right at 42 DK points, man. You can't be mad at that in this matchup against the Clippers. And then finishing out, man, a guy that stung me again. Went back to the well with Andre Drummond, man. Just another good spot for him, man. Another chance to really be the fantasy producer that he is. But I don't know what's going on right now, man. The limited minutes, I would like him to get 30-plus minutes, but Drummond's the type of guy who can perform in limited minutes. He just hasn't been performing. I don't know if he's all the way comfortable in his role yet, or you know what I mean, he hasn't been very assertive on the offensive end. He's been hitting the glass, but he hasn't been trying to score. I don't know what that is. Maybe he's just maybe not trying to seem too selfish, passing the ball with his new teammates. I really got to dive in and watch some of the Lakers games with Drummond in the rotation to see how it's going. But 12 rebounds, he just didn't score the ball. 4 points again, and that's unlike Andre Drummond. As soon as he starts to get aggressive on the offensive end, he's going to be right back to those double-double games that we know he can give us. And especially at this 6,700 price tag, you want to try to be ahead of the curve. So, I mean, I took an L here, but you got to take these chances, man, especially on a guy like Drummond who can crush this price tag. So I'm expecting him to hopefully get more comfortable and just assert himself on the offensive end. We're going to keep playing him in spots, especially if he's going to be this low, man. If he keeps burning me, he just keeps burning me. We'll see how it go, but that's a do it, man. That was our best lineup yesterday. Didn't cash last night, man. It was a rough one, but on to the next day, man. We got a monster 11 game slate that we're going to try to get back on track on, man. Get back into some money, get back to cash in here, all right, to start this week off. Coming in at the top, man, at point guard, a guy I'm expecting to be back today for the Toronto Raptors, Kyle Lowry, 7,600, man. He set out last slate for rest purposes, expecting him to be back in the starting role tonight going against the San Antonio Spurs. If not, you obviously know this play gonna change, but I'm anticipating him being back in, anticipating him to see his full run, which you know is 35-plus minutes. They don't mind playing him over there in Toronto. And I'm going to love this matchup against the Spurs, especially at this 7,600 price tag. You know what Kyle Lowry does, man. He's the floor general over there. He really sets the offensive pace, man, gets him going. And if his tray ball, if his jump shot is falling, man, he can really return you a big performance at this salary right here. Get you some Kyle Lowry tomorrow. Coming in at shooting guard, a guy I want to take a look at, Bradley Beal. In this matchup, This is gonna be the highest total on the slate tomorrow, man. Washington against the Sacramento Kings, dream matchup. It's a track meet, man. Get out your track shoes. This one should be up and down, should be high scoring. Expecting Bill to be in to get his full run here, and at 8,700, man, I think that's a nice price on him right here, man. Especially for this matchup, he can give you a 50+ burger over here tomorrow, man. I like getting the Bradley Beal in this matchup against the Kings, all right. Coming in at small forward, man, an early value piece, man. Staying in that same game, man. Want to go back to Mo Harkless. But it looking like Buddy Hield's going to be out again, some type of illness. So if that's true, man, and Harkless gets a start again, I don't mind going to him, as he's been very solid his last couple times out, seeing over 30+ minutes, giving you 30 DK points. And if that's the case, you definitely will want to take a look at him in this matchup, especially at 3,700. A guy who has potential to give you 10x, man. He's not the greatest fantasy producer, so don't let those last two games fool you. He can lay you a dud here, but what you're paying for, what you're paying for right here, man, is the opportunity cost, man. Just at 3,700, he can't kill you too bad, and you know he has a 30-point upside. And if he gets into the 30s again at 3,700, even though it's 11 game slate tomorrow, it's a good chance you're probably gonna need that in your lineup. So I definitely want to take a look at Mo Harkless right here. Coming in at power forward, want to look at Kristaps Porzingis, expecting him to be back in the starting lineup, getting his full run in. Porzingis has just been more aggressive on the offensive end, man. They looking for more offensive production out of Kristaps Porzingis, and he's been giving it to him lately. So I definitely want to take a look at him in this matchup against the Grizzlies, especially if he starts against center, man. That's gonna be if he starts at center again, it's gonna be a real matchup problem for Valanciunas, man. Porzingis gonna stretch him out to the 3-point line, gonna be able to beat him off the dribble. It's gonna be interesting to see, man, but Porzingis can really take advantage of this mismatch against Joe Val and give us another great performance, all right? Now, side note, on the other end, it could get ugly for him, you know what I mean? If he's going to start at center, Valanciunas could very well put him on the block and abuse him with his back to the basket down there in the paint, as he's going to have a size advantage. So it's going to be an interesting game dynamic right here that I'm can't wait to see play out, man. But I like Porzingis just from an offensive standpoint, from the fact that he's been more aggressive on offense, and he has a offensive mismatch if he starts at center and Joe Val guards him, all right? Coming in at the center, man, the guy I want to look at, probably going to be chalk, especially if he gets the start, man. Rashawn Holmes is doubtful tonight, man, with a hamstring injury. So if he sits and Hassan Whiteside gets the start, one, he's going to be super chalk. Two, it doesn't matter. You're going to need him. If he's going to start and play 30+ minutes at 3,600, at this 3,600 price tag, especially this matchup with the Washington Wizards here, man, he is going to destroy, man. He will be the must-have value play tomorrow if he gets the start and going to see full run, especially in this matchup with the Wizards, all right? There you have it, man. My updated starting five for DraftKings: Kyle Lowry, Bradley Beal, Mo Harkless, Kristaps Porzingis, and Hassan Whiteside. All right, get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm gonna have plenty of it. All right, y'all be sure to go follow on Twitter, man, at DFS Goose, if you want to get the updated starting five about 30 minutes to an hour before lock, man, depending on what type of news we waiting on. But I do get that out every day for y'all, man. So go follow over there, all right? Let's go take a look at Fanduel, see what I'm liking. All right, the starting five is going to look very similar today, man. Like the price points, like the matchups across both sites. So open up at the point guard at the top. I want to stay with Kyle Lowry right here, man. It's a little cheaper over here on FanDuel. You got to love it. We already told you, man. Expecting him to get his full run, 35+ minutes, depending on how close the game is. And just like him at this price tag, especially in this matchup. Coming in as shooting guard. Staying with Bradley Beal. $200 cheaper over here. Same rules apply, man. Great matchup. Great game environment, man. He should be back to his full run. He's the main offensive weapon over here, man. He's the reason for a lot of Russell Westbrook's assists, and we look him to keep it rolling as the Wizards continue to make a playoff push. I like getting a Bradley Beal in this matchup. Coming in as small forward. A little different over here. I want to look at Kevin Porter, man, and going against the Indiana Pacers. I like him at this 6,500 price tag, man. He is very solid. Fitting well with them over here. I like him over here in this lineup with Wall and Christian Wood, man. He's like the third option over here, but the reason I love him because he does a little bit of everything. He's gonna fill up the stat sheet for you, rebounds, assists, and if he has his shot flowing offensive goal, he can give you a great performance at his 6,500 price tag. We like getting the Kevin Porter here tomorrow, coming in at power forward, man. Staying with Kristaps Porzingis, man. Like I said, this may change if he doesn't start at center. For some reason, if they go, I don't think it would be out of the realm of possibility for them to start Boban to get a bigger body on Valanciunas, as they know, like I know, that's a size advantage. But like I said, it's interesting to see how it goes. One thing for sure, we know he's starting, and it doesn't matter if he started at the power forward. He'll have a heightened size advantage on Kyle Anderson. It doesn't matter which way they go. He's a matchup problem for the Memphis Grizzlies tomorrow. I'm expecting a big one from Kristaps Porzingis, all right? And then rounding out that center, man, staying with the guy, Hassan Whiteside. You just got to go to him, man. Don't galaxy brain it. Don't overthink it. I don't care if he's 85% on tomorrow. If he's in the starting lineup and we think he's getting the full minutes, just lock in Whiteside and try to beat him somewhere else, man. Get different somewhere else, all right? There you have it, man. My updated starting five for Fanduel: Kyle Lowry, Bradley Beal, Kevin Porter, Kristaps Porzingis, and Hassan Whiteside. Y'all get them in your player pool. You know I'm going to have them in mind. That's going to do it for us here today at the Golden Goose Show. Y'all know the motto: chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.